So your plans are progressing very nicely, and there's a lot of growth that's going in around you. Um, you need to be aware of theft and protect your belongings. So there could be a loss of something, but it also could be a loss of ideas. So make sure you're keeping all your secrets to yourself and not letting anybody in on what you're doing. So keep your plans to yourself as well, because theft also involves intellectual theft that goes on as well around you. Now, you were involved in a emotionally charged situation, or you're going to be involved in one, and try not to lose your temper, because things will be said, and so just keep it calm and just keep it cool. Don't let anybody get under your skin. So you have the expertise to do this job. So whatever you're doing, you're pretty trained up to do. And you've been receiving a lot of important information and messages as well with regards to your work. So networking quite a bit there. So going into the future, you've got wealth, abundance, and growth coming in for you, financial growth. So things are looking up. They are proceeding pretty nicely. Whatever you're working at is being very successful, but be aware that there's a lot of competition in that job that you're doing, and there might be a lot of conflict as well. So that's why just keep your temper, because if there is conflict, make sure that you don't get roped into saying things that you didn't really mean to say, or things that could be detrimental to you. So just hold your temper and watch your belongings. That's very, very important. Make sure that people are not stealing from you. So you've got the Hermit card over here, and this is a card that is ruled by Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by by Mercury. So this card's theme is very Mercurian, and Gemini is a sign that is also ruled by Mercury. You have two different aspects of Mercury in these two signs. The Virgo energy for Mercury is very practical. They're very work orientated. They tend to be loners and to themselves. Whereas with Mercury in Gemini, it's more of a communication sign, so you get to speak to a lot of people. You put your energies out there, and you're bringing a lot of information, dealing with a lot of scientific things. So those are the two aspects of Mercury at play between these two signs. Now it seems like you're taking on the energy of the Virgo Mercury, which is keeping to yourself, getting down there, knuckling down there, and focusing a lot on your work. This could also mean that you're getting into studying, and that is why you're taking on that energy of the Virgo Mercury. So it seems like you're spending a lot of time by yourself, maybe doing a lot of investigation into whatever you're doing, and focused a lot on your work, and excluding everyone, which is almost uncharacteristic of Gemini, because you are a sign that does like to communicate and likes a lot of people around. So you're being very, very serious and very, very focused on whatever you're doing. You're starting something brand new. So this might be a brand new study cycle that you're starting, a new project, something that you are focused all your energy on, and you're keeping a lot to yourself, and spending a lot of time excluding everybody else, but spending a lot of time focused on your particular work. So that's the energy that's going on around you. And this is a brand new beginning. Now, because this is the Ace of Cups, this is about study. This is about new information coming in for you. This is about starting something where you're getting all this, a change of perspective, if you like, with this Ace of Cups. So you may have started something new, starting a new study cycle, going back to school, or even specializing in whatever you're doing, and you're very, very focused on it. And, you've got the Knight of Wands over here. So you may have started a new job or started something new in a different place. So this is relocating to do it. So there has been some kind of travel, international travel, or you have relocated and you are doing your job in a different country. So you may have moved, because this signifies almost air travel here with this person on the eagle. And you're very determined to get things done, and you're very focused as well. You're putting all your energy into this work. So spending a lot of time by yourself. This means you may have started a new job somewhere else in a new country, and you're learning the ropes, and you're very, very determined to learn as much as you can. So you're very focused on this work as well, and there's new information coming in for you. It's a new setting, a new situation that has come in for you. And, you're quite happy about what has happened. And this is what you wanted. It seems like, your cup is overflowing. You're pretty happy about what you're doing at this particular moment. So you've got this Eight of Wands. So this could have been travel. So this might have been the travel that you took. Maybe you were doing a lot of travel over last year, but also dealing with a lot of information. And this could be a lot of information, via the internet, across the ether, if you like. So communicating with a lot of people. Maybe you are in charge of a lot of projects, networking with a lot of people. So it seems like there was a lot of communication or collaboration with many people, maybe all over the world, because this is through the air or overseas or, around the world. So this could be something global that you were involved in and communicating with a lot of people. And you've got a lot of recognition. So you've got the Six of Wands over here. You've been very successful at what you've been doing. Like I said, whatever projects you've been handling has been successful. And there was awards and rewards, and a lot of people hold you in very high regard. You're almost, you've got a guru status over here, so a great one. So it looks like you have reached out to a lot of people, and a lot of people holding you in high esteem. So whatever you're doing, you're putting it out there to the world, it seems, and you've gotten a lot of recognition, and it's become very apparent in this last few months. So this is the reason why you might be traveling a lot as well, and this is something brand new that you started. And this could also be a new project, a new course, but you really, really are focused on it. You are spending a lot of your time and your energy on this particular thing that you're doing, and you're hoping that it brings you that financial rewards that you want, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles. You want that comfort, you want awards, you want to be able to buy property and set down roots. So this is where you're working, and it could well be bringing in a lot of money, whatever you're doing as well. So going into the future, well, it's definitely going to bring in a lot of money. So you are very focused, very comfortable in a leadership position, managing to save a lot of money, and there's a lot of abundance. You're working by yourself, though. This is not a group thing that you're doing. You're very much, working alone. But bringing in a lot of stability, a lot of awards, and attaining a lot of goals and reaching the top. So this is a really excellent card, because it means that you're financially very secure and very progressed as well, and being very practical in your thinking as well. So you're juggling a lot of things. So you're pretty busy at the moment. You're trying to sort out finances. You're trying to sort out these projects that you're doing, trying to sort out your jobs, whatever you're putting out. Like I said, it's work, you're doing it on an international front. You do have people that are assisting you here, very faithful friends over here, but you are still trying to balance things. So, whatever you're doing, you might be doing a lot of it. And it might mean that, it's affecting the way you're balancing your life. You're trying to get that back as well, but you're very, very focused. So there's two projects that you're working on, it seems, and you're trying to prioritize as well. This is prioritize, weighing your options up as well as to what you're going to do next. So you're pretty busy at the moment and very busy multitasking. So the multitasking thing is a very Gemini thing to be doing. So you are well within your element, and you are handling it pretty well. And you've got a decision that, like I said, there's two projects that you're working on over here, and you're tied to both projects. So you have to put in almost equal amount of effort into both of them. And there's a lot of communication that's involved within this job as well. So you're busy juggling two projects, working on two projects over there, and, doing a lot of international communication. You've got this man holding this bird, so sending out a lot of information and getting a lot of information. And that seems to be where you're working at this particular moment. So what you want is to eventually, be on top of your job. You want to be an expert at what you do, and you want to reach that status of where you can teach and put out whatever you've learned. So, that's what your hopes are eventually, to become an expert at what you do and, be somebody the go-to person, really. You want to specialize in whatever you're doing. So going into the future, you've got the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the King of Swords. So with the Two of Cups is working with somebody that is really, that you really get along with, somebody who understands exactly where you're coming from, somebody that's on the same page as you are. So you have this person around you, or you will be working with this person, and it will be a very, very good partnership. And with this partnership, you will be, the two of you working very well, very internationally. So this is putting your projects out to the world, and the two of you will be very successful together. So whatever this partnership is going to be a very lucrative partnership, and you should engage in it if you want to make whatever you're doing go on to that international front and be very successful. So this is a collaboration with the four corners of the earth. So you will be putting it out on a very global scale, and it will be very, very successful. And there'll be a lot of communication as well involved in this. So something very successful, and something that looks like it's going to be, it's going to grow into something really big. This card of the Four of Wands is about even celebrating as well, because it's usually the wedding card. So that's about celebration. So whatever you and this person get together and do together is going to be extremely successful, and it's going to reach many people, and, from all walks of life and from all colors. So it's going to be very, very successful, and, extremely beneficial, financially lucrative as well. Now, you will have to be dealing with some kind of legal issues as well. So maybe you all are signing contracts together. This could well be the case. You could also well be waiting for some kind of legal news or to come in, or legal judgment to come in with this King of Swords card over here. So maybe making you could be getting into a contract together, so something legal that is binding the two of you together. So signing legal documents, or starting something that's very got legal basis to it. So that is what's going to be happening between you and this person that you are working with. So it's, you are starting something very official, something very legal, but it's going to become, it's going to go really global, and it looks like it's going to reach really high status. So right now, although you're working very, very hard in all the things that you're doing, you're working with purpose. And so it seems like it's going to be something that's very prosperous for you. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Think and Grow Rich deck. And you can see the first card that's fallen is, this is lovely. You've got, so in order for you, I'll just draw from the fairy tale if I just go into that. Okay. So in order for you to make everything successful in what you're doing, you've got to be powerful and mighty. So that's how you've got to think. And in order to get to that position of being powerful and mighty, a lot of discipline has to be practiced, and you've got to believe that it's going to come true. So it looks like it's going to be a very successful venture that you're undertaking right now. You've got the powerful and mighty card over here, but you need to be very disciplined, and you have to believe that it's all going to work out. So you've got to be very positive thinking and know that it's going to be a success. And that's already 80% of the battle won. The other 20% is just a lot of hard work, a lot of belief, and a lot of discipline. So you've got the ego card over here, which says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much of importance on material things and getting caught up in fear and worry. And I think that applies more, if you're very worried or you're very fearful, you're not going to be able to make things happen. So you've got to believe that, it's all going to happen for you, and stop worrying about the outcome. Let go of the outcome, and just put all your effort into it and all your belief into it, and it should take off. And the second card is renewal, which says review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, and releasing judgments about yourself and others. So the renewal card is the judgment card, and this is being given a second chance to do something. So maybe you wanted to do it before, and maybe it wasn't successful, and now you're being given a second chance, and it looks like it's going to be successful. And this is also a turning point card. So you've reached a point in your life where, this is a make and break situation. So this is the thing that's going to make you have to put all your effort into this project, and it will be successful. And you've got the 10 of Summer, which says working with people that you can trust, and this is a very emotionally fulfilling life. So it looks like, with the Ten of Summer, it's like the Ten of Water, or the Ten of Cups, which is usually success after, a lot of hard work, or success after having gone through difficulties. And it looks like you're going to be coming up on top as well with this Ten of Summer. So whatever you're starting with, you need to believe that everything is going to work out, and that it's all going to turn out for the best with this belief card. And you have to put in the discipline. You have to be disciplined in order for you to make things happen. And it looks like you're going to be very powerful and mighty eventually. This is going to make you very successful. Whatever project you and this person, it looks like you're going to be signing some kind of contract with this person, or you're going to be having some kind of legal agreement with this person, since you've got the King of Swords over here next to this this collaboration with this person. So you and this person, you'll see eye to eye, you'll get along pretty well, and it looks like you'll be signing some kind of legal contract between the two of you in order to make this project work, or whatever you're starting together is going to be extremely successful.